welcome to our final day in Paris. Sorry I didn't round off the vlog in person last night. I thought that lovely clip of the Eiffel Tower would be good, and I'll tell you about my fun adventure to get there this morning. Obviously went to the Moulin Rouge. It was amazing. It was so fun. I had the most lovely table guests, because obviously being by myself you just get, and there's like tables of 8. So yeah, the man opposite me was from Colorado. He was literally here yesterday, and he's leaving like today to go to Edinburgh, and he was breaking up a very long trip to Dubai. So he was like, well, I'm doing a few days because 17 hours is a long time, which is fair. So that's very cool. Oh, sorry, very thirsty, and I need to drink like these. And then the people next to me were a couple from Swindon who were there on the honeymoon, which was very sweet. And then next to them was the couple, didn't quite hear because they're a bit distant, you know, but another couple. And yeah, my only cock up of the evening was I was bending down to get something out of my bag, and then I paid for a Coke because it was, yeah, they brought a menu over, which I thought was very good. It was €8. That was cheaper than me buying a ticket with drinks, so I only needed one drink, thankfully. But yeah, I was bending down to grab my bag, which was on the floor, and like the table, the person opposite me, I had not their drink, so I just wobbled, but my one tipped over, and yeah, it went towards me, so it just went on my dress. Thankfully someone grabbed, the people at the end had champagne, and yeah, the bloke from the swimming couple grabbed the like cotton cloth they wrapped the champagne in, and yeah, so I could put that on the table and soak it all up, and used it to like dry my dress off because it just went on the chiffon layer. So I'm so sorry. Of course this would have to be the one thing of the day. And the bloke absolutely went, I'm fine. He went, nothing fell over me. He went, it's just you and your poor dress. I went, oh well, washing machine's always hungry. But yeah, no. And yeah, Moulin Rouge the show was really good. They did like loads of big dancing numbers, and they do like a like filler bit in between, while obviously everyone did big costume changes and all that, and they rearranged the background and the sets and things. And yeah, it was like acrobatics and a contortionist, and it was really good. So no, thoroughly enjoyed it. Oh, I love the can-can. And they did can-can and then other little bits, so you got to see quite a bit. I took my sketchbook and I did draw, which was great, so that was quite nice to sit and, you know, follow with the, you know, the famous French artists and actually sketch at the Moulin Rouge. Please ignore the noise. It is very normal to hear the police everywhere right now. Yeah, I decided, well, you know, and thankfully I bumped into the Swindon couple out the front, and they were like, do you mind taking our picture and we'll take yours? So we took nice pictures to each other outside the Moulin Rouge, which is lovely. And then yeah, I thought, fuck it, I'm dressed up, I wasn't tired, let's go find the Eiffel Tower. I thought, well, I was going to get off at Berkhampton, which is the stop only a few away from me. And I thought, yeah, I'll get off there. And then I got off, and then there's Charles de Gaulle as well, which is the stop for the Arc de Triomphe, and it said Trocadero, and I'm like, fuck it, let's go Trocadero. I learned you can't go to Trocadero at night, they close it. I'm needing drinks, my throat is dry. And yeah, so I walked past several tube stations where if I'd swapped lines I could have just got the tube a couple stops down. And yeah, it took me, I got to the Trocadero, it was closed, and then carried on walking. I thought, well, if I just carry on walking, there'll be a gap somewhere to the Eiffel Tower. And there was just this little gap near like sort of a fenced off area where people live. There was a really good view of it, and I'm like, cool, this might be it. And I was like, okay, waiting around, and then I sort of looked down, I was like, there's a little alleyway down there. Let's go, that little alleyway might be a better view. And because it's an alleyway, you can walk down it. So I walked down. And it was blocked off by 2 police officers. And they asked for a pass which I showed them. And I got through. So I walked to the end. And it was like, if you've ever seen it on like TikTok, when people say, I'll go to like Rue de University to see the, you know, this view of the Eiffel Tower. That kind of levels of amazing view. And there was literally like 8 people down there. So yeah, so that's how I got like, you know, amazing pictures and was able to safely and trust. I'd set my camera up on the floor and do a timer to then do it, and then a few more people came down because they sort of were letting people down, you know, a few people down for like 5 minutes, which is fair, very nice of them. Because as I was coming out, they were like, people asked, well, can we just take a picture here? And they were like, go down 5 minutes. Because obviously it was, you know, I watched it at midnight. And yeah, then, oh, sorry, breath. And then, okay, it's Wonder so stupid. I wonder, and I thought, well, let's see if I can go to Berkhampton and cross the bridge. And I was like, oh, I don't know if that bridge will be open. It was not open. I asked the nice police officer, there was loads of them. I was like, excuse me, is this bridge open? They were like, no. I was like, ah. And he said, the nearest one, you walk down that road, keep going, round, building, around, cross the bridge. I'm like, thank you. Sorry. Nose is gross this morning. Oh. So I did that, which, by the way, you know, was quite a long walk. That's when I took the little clip of me just walking by myself in the streets of Paris, 12:30 at night. Did that. Crossed the river. Got some more lovely views of the Eiffel Tower with the water. And also the other side of the road was the tiny version of the Statue of Liberty, which I thought was very cool. And I carried on walking down and then got to the tube station to discover it was like 2 stops up from the one that's not even a 2-minute walk from me. So if I just went there and walked on the bridge, I could have had a lovely view. Fair enough, it might not have been face on, but would have had a lovely view. But I did get a face on view, and I did get the Olympic logo, so, you know. Oh, sorry, hay fever day today. That is a disgusting noise, my apologies. So yeah. So that was my adventures last night. And then I stayed up till nearly 3 in the morning packing. Because, yeah, today is leaving day. Obviously I'm doing stuff because I have an evening train, but I've got to drop off bags. My original bag drop off was 8 to half 8 in the morning. It was currently 8:37, so obviously I changed those plans. I decided, poor St. Chapelle has been binned off several times now. This time it's been binned off again. My poor feet, I've literally got a blister like that, and then I have one on my big toe and then one next to it. My poor feet are covered in blisters that are so sore, and I'm tired. It's been lovely, but I'm tired. I've walked a lot, like, you know, 20,000+ steps a day, and I've been fitting a lot into my days. So yeah, I just need to take it actually easy a smidgen. this morning, it would have been drop off the luggage, go to St Chapelle, and then go to the orangerie by 10:30, and then thankfully there's no time on it to go to Montmarte, go to the Montmarte Museum, and I'm like, oh, I need to cut something out here because that's a lot. So I cut out St Chapelle and I moved my bag time because my orangerie ticket is from 10:30, and I thought, well, the Parisians are very apt to be late to everything, so fuck it, I'll be late to my ticket. Oh, I need to go get a tissue. So my bag's right in front of me, 2 secs, it has tissues in it. Oh. Stop the infernal sniffing. Oh, that little tiny bit, just enough to be really annoying. I have that. Oh. There we go. That will stop that now. But yeah, so I moved my baggage thing, and then also obviously, yeah, as I just said, Parisians are apt to be late, so fuck it, I'll be late to my ticket. Also, when I was chatting to the people yesterday, and they were like, oh no, we haven't got a single metro, we've been getting taxis everywhere, they're really quite cheap. And I was like, oh, okay. No, I said, well, there's a taxi rank actually near where I'm staying, I might get a taxi to drop off my luggage to near Garden Nord. And they went, they can be really expensive. They went, as an Uber can be really expensive. They were like, download the app Bolt. And I'm like, and I thought, oh, I've heard about this on the Disney cruise. And I thought, do you know what, I'm gonna taxi my way from where I'm staying to Garden Nord, because I'm going up, shouldn't be too bad. Kind of travelling away from all the Olympics, and yeah, and then down to the orangerie and then up again, so I'm kind of avoiding Olympic stuff today. But yeah, and I thought, oh, do you know what, fuck it, I'm going to treat myself to a taxi. I'm going to go drop off my luggage. I upgraded it to 3 bags. I filled my little suitcase purely with food stuff and beauty stuff, and I feel a little piss. And yeah, I'm bringing home a lot of food stuff this time round. It's embarrassing, but I don't know when my next trip to Paris will be, so I've stocked up. And yeah, obviously I've got a lot more thrift shop stuff, and then I've got the flea market stuff, and then I've got the Jellycat still to pack, so I gave myself a spare bag to put stuff like the electronics in, and my makeup bag, my books and all that, so it should all fit. But yeah, it's been it's been an interesting evening. We're only, at the beginning of the day. Sorry, my foot sounds gross, leaking. Oh. So last time I went to France, I lovingly got trench foot with the amount of sore blisters I've got on my feet. And got it again. At least last time it was raining, I had a pair of boots that died on me, because I actually walked them down into the nails. This time I've just walked too much, but yeah. But no, that was kind of a roundup of yesterday and today plans. So I've got to finish packing, and then order it. I've got to download the app as well, and then order myself a taxi to go drop off everything. Thankfully it was able to stay the same place as well, so pleased about that, because it's quite literally opposite Garden Nord, so I can literally get my luggage across the road. I'm at the train station. unlike last time. So yeah, so that's a relief. So should be interesting, but hey ho, signs of having a good time is coming home with a lot of luggage. But when you go away with the fuck it's my birthday mentality, that's all well and great until you got to pack it. But as you can see, actually I'm wearing one of my thrifted shirts today. My only clean outfit left, because I didn't pack loads and loads of outfits. I literally did an outfit. It was one I was meant to wear yesterday and didn't. Is my long floor length dress. I have to go down 2 flights of stairs and then get a lift and then get stuff into a taxi, and I've got a lot to do today, and I don't think a floor length dress is a good idea. So I've got my rainbow trousers on again. And I thought I just need a t-shirt, and all my others were hot and sweaty. I'm like, so we'll just recycle a vest top maybe. And then as I was packing stuff, I'm like, I've got this, and it's so comfy, and it's so soft, and it's the most lovely cotton shirt. With the tag will tell you. Oh, sorry, for some reason it just stopped filming. As I was saying, as the tag will tell you, it was €5. So yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna get a wiggle on now and go start packing and getting everything together and getting myself together. Yeah. Oh, get myself rounded up to start, you know. It's 8:47, so I've got a good bit of time, but obviously I need to make sure I've got taxi time, so yeah. So I'm gonna crack on, and I will see you a bit later as we yeah, get on with our day. But at least, you know, it would be very pleasant, you know, because we get to go to the orangerie, which I am really pleased I get to go to after being in Monet's garden yesterday. So a lovely follow-on. So I'll catch up with you beautiful folks a wee bit later as we go about on our adventures today. Bye. Need a rock and roll to leave. Bye to my lovely apartment. One last twirl round. Just literally lock the window and turn the fan off. But yeah, it's been magic. And yes, that pile by the door is all my bags, all 3 of them. And then I've got the side bag and a backpack. My name's Cheryl, and I'm an overbuyer. Let's lug all this downstairs and order a bolt. I will catch up with you guys probably at the orangerie, to be honest, because yeah, I'll need to recover. Oh, see you there. Tiny lift, fit my luggage and me, just about. In the Tuileries garden, absolutely empty because you have to have a pass to get in, because there is the Olympic stuff. That is plastic encore with, I think it's a skateboarding. So yeah, no, mega security, but hey ho, let's go look at some Monet paintings. Welcome to Monet's Waterloo. And my favourite bit that actually made me cry in the books was the little corner. The unfinished corners. And each one has one. Like the one over there has a little corner unfinished. Oh, door. So yeah. Because he didn't ever want to finish them. Yeah, we go round. This is just one of the rooms, by the way. We're in the second room now. I love the Willows one. really is like that, as you know now. So yeah, I'm gonna get up close to the car and take pictures. But this is, yeah, the orangerie. It was worth the nightmare security to get in. I mean that. We stood by that yesterday. That's so cool. Just getting on the metro, going to Montmarte. He was absolutely dead. On the plus side, trains are going. For quite a bit, but now I'm in Montmartre. If you can't tell by the stairs, I cheated. I've got the metro to the top of the hill. We're about to go to the Musee in Montmartre and use my ticket for that. I wasn't going to, but I thought, no, if I start at the top, work my way down, then my feet won't hurt. So let's go to another museum. them all done in the Montmarte Museum. Very good. I'm about to hit the gift shop. And then they have a little cafe Renoir, because it's the garden used to paint in, so I'm going to go have something to eat in the garden. Quiche and a bit of salad and a lemonade in this beautiful garden in the shade. I'd say that's a pretty good late lunch. Taking a quick pit stop, some ice by some tourist hat, but the wall of love. So rude not to pop right. Very cool. Let's go find some tat. You're not planning to go up it even with a funicular, but here is Sacré-Cœur Basilica. It's very impressive. I went up there last visit, but yeah, I've not got the time. It's like 4:10. I've got to get the suitcases, and also my feet are done. So yeah, so we're literally going to tat shops. So if you turn around, down there are all the tat shops. I'm going to go get some scarves to hang up, and then yeah, back to Gare du Nord and collect the suitcase. I'll see you there. Well, my little bit of crap shopping has been acquired, and yeah, gonna go. It's already done one stop. I'm gonna go another one stop to Gare du Nord, get my bags, get some train snacks, and then wait for the Eurostar. So I will probably do some little train stuff or while I'm waiting, but yeah, lovely end to a nice holiday. Bought a couple of postcards and 2 baguette pens. So needed. So yeah, I'll catch up with you a wee bit later. Bye.